Hello there, welcome to Teach Together Try with Mr. Burns. Today we're going to be looking at highest common factors. Okay, so what are highest common factors? Well, first of all, you've got to know what a factor is before we're going to worry about what is the highest common factor. Let's just worry about what a factor is first. Now, let me give you a hint. It's not the X Factor, it's not a TV show. A factor is something we talk about in maths, and I'm going to show you what a factor is. Okay, now there's the number 20. Okay, I'm sure you can see the number 20 there. There it is. I've drawn it there for you. Now, I want you to think of all the numbers that times together to equal 20. You could even write them down. So, you got 4 and 5, and there's another couple, and there's another couple. Write down all those numbers that times together to equal 20. So there's 20. All right, pause me. You might want to do that. Okay, so I'll write factors here. We're looking at factors. Okay, so all the numbers that times together to equal 20. We've got 5 times 4, don't you? You've got 2 times 10. And of course, you've got the old favourite 20 times 1. So that means that all the factors of 20 are this: 20, 1, 5, 4, and 2, and 10. So there's 6 factors of 20. There's 6 factors of 20. And factors are all those things that times together to equal a number. And in this case, the number we were looking at was the number 20. Okay, and 5 times 4, well, 5 goes into 20, doesn't it? And 4 goes into 20, and 2 goes into 20, and 10 goes into 20, and 20 goes into 20, and 1 goes into 20. All these numbers can times together to equal 20. So we say that they are factors, and in fact, in this case, they are factors of the number 20. All right, let's just do another one to make sure you've really got it. Okay, what about the number 42? What are the factors of 42? Now remember, all the numbers that times together, right, to equal this number, to equal 42 in this case. Let me start you off. I know what equals 42. 7 times 6 equals 42. So one factor is 7, another factor is 6. There's more. Can you find the rest of the factors? Go on, what else times together to equal 42? You write them down. Pause me and do that now. Okay, I hope that you did it, because here we are, we're back. You've got good old 42 times 1, obviously. So 1's a factor, so it's 42. That's a factor. There's more, and I forget what they are. I have to pause it for a moment. Oh, that's right, of course. 21 times 2, right? 21 times 2. Okay, so you've got 2 and you've got 21. These are all factors. I think that's it. Is there any other numbers that divide into 42? I just better have a think for a moment. There is one more. I knew there was. Good old 14 times 3 also equals 42. So that means that 14 is a factor of 42. And so is 3. And there we have it, guys. There's all the factors. There's all the factors of 42. There they all are, right? They all can times together to equal 42. So I hope you've got a good idea of what factors are now. And you need to know what factors are if we're going to find the highest common factor. Okay, guys. So when we're looking for the highest common factor, what we're looking for is this. We're looking for, oh, whoops-a-daisy. What is the highest number that can go into 2 or more, but let's just keep it at 2, other numbers? For example, here are 2 numbers. You've got 20 over here, don't you? And you've got 10 over here. Now, what is the biggest number, the highest number that can be divided into 20 that can also go into 10? What is the biggest number that can be divided into 20 that can also go into 10? I'm just going to tell you. I'm just going to do this one for you. Okay. I wonder if it's 5. 5's a pretty big number, but I think I can do better. Right. I know that 5 goes into 20 4 times. That's good. 5 goes into 10 2 times. But there's a bigger number still. That biggest number is 10. The number 10 goes into 20 times 2, doesn't it? and the number 10 goes into 10 times 1. So the number 10 is the highest common factor of these two numbers. And that's what the highest common factor means. You have a go. Let's see how you have a go. Okay, there's two numbers, 48 and 12. 48 and 12. Think about it. What is the biggest number that goes into 48 that can also go into 12? What is the highest common factor of both of these numbers? Pause me and have a go. Okay, I hope you paused me because I'm back. What is the biggest number that can go into 48 that can also go into 12? I hope you worked it out that it was actually 12. 12 goes into 48 times 4 times, and 12 goes into 12, obviously, once. But that's a bit easy. Let's make it a bit harder. What about this? This is a good one. 72, 72, and 40. What is the biggest number that can go into these two numbers? What is the highest common factor of these two numbers? You've got to do some experimenting. I'm going to do some experimenting. Well, you know what? Why don't you have a go? You pause me, see if you can find the biggest number that goes into 72 and that goes into 40. The biggest number, the highest number that you can divide into 72 and 40. Pause me and have a go, then we'll do it together. Okay, I hope that you paused me. I wonder if you went, maybe it's 9. Maybe 9 goes into 72. 9 does go into 72 8 times, doesn't it? All right, it might be 9, who knows? But does 9 go into 40? No, it doesn't. Okay. Maybe it's 5. 5 goes into 48 times, okay. Does 5 go into 72? No, it doesn't. You've got to know your times tables, don't you? If you know your times tables, you know that 8 goes into 72 9 times, and 8 goes into 40 5 times. So, I hope I'm right, I think that 8 is the highest common factor with regard to both these numbers. 8 is the biggest number that goes into 72. That also goes into 40. I'll just double check that. Yes, I think I'm right there. If I'm not, please do come and tell me. Let's do one more. We're having such fun. This is a good one. What is the biggest number that goes into 108? 108. What is the biggest number that goes into 108? That also goes into 200. What is the highest common factor? It mightn't be a very high number. Go on, have an experiment. Pause me. Spend a minute or two trying to find out what is the highest common factor of 108 and 200. Sounds like fun. Pause me. Okay, I hope you're back. Let's do a bit of experimenting. Oh, could it be 5? No, I know that 5's not going to go into 108 because 5 doesn't go into 8. Could it be 10? No, again, 10's not going to go into 108 because 10 won't divide nicely into 8. I think it might be 2. I know that 2 goes into 108 54 times. And 2 obviously goes into 200 100 times. I think it might be 2. Have you done better than me? I'm back, stage 3. I've checked that. I do think that 2, little old 2, is the highest number that will go into 108. That will also go into 200. Evenly, of course. All right, guys, we've learned about highest common factors. I hope that has been helpful. Thanks for watching. I'm wrong, aren't I, Year 5 and Year 6? I wonder if you actually did find the highest common factor, and it's not 2. It's not 2. What is it? There is a number that goes into 108 and that goes into 100 that is higher than 2. Did you get it? Because I had to think about it. And it's 4. 4 goes into 108, I think, 27 times. Just let me double check that. And of course, 4 goes into 250 times. 4 times 50 equals 200, whereas 4 times 27 equals 108. So 4 is your highest common factor. I hope that has cleared things up, stage 3. Thanks for watching.